Good evening, good evening. This is Lady Estelle and the Street Soldier Crew, and we are back for another Sunday evening with you, your host this evening. While unraveling, your host this evening is delighted to see that we are still here. We are alive and free. Who's your host? I think he's all untangled now. Dr. Joseph E. Marshall Jr.
Good evening, street soldiers. Woo! I made it to the studio. I had to get from one place to another and make it on time. And what the old folks say, Lord willing, I
And the
am
creek
here.
don't rise.
Good to hear. Good to be here with you once again. Thank you for being with us another evening of Alive and Free Street Soldiers Radio. Um, and
Yes.
Mike and Missy, the world is cuckoo. Okay, the world is just cuckoo, and people ask me why I come. Why you do this show all the time? Because everybody can't be cuckoo. Somebody got to be the good guy. I said that to somebody the other day. Somebody's got to be the good guy. And that's what we try to be here on Street Soldiers. Our goal is noble to keep you alive and free, stop the violence, make it good in your neighborhood. And that's what we've been doing all the years. And we going to keep on doing it. Hello, Lady E. Hello, Ann. Fillmore, good to have you back. I don't know what you did last week, but I know you had a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely had a good time.
I know. I know you did. You care to share or you'll keep it to yourself?
You know what? I can't even remember what I did.
You
No, I was off.
just
So I
know it was a
chilling.
good time.
I just know I was chilling. More than likely, I was. I think I can't. I really can't remember honestly right now.
I know you can't tell all your business. I know that. Yeah. Believe me, too many people do. So, oh man, a lot of crazy news in the world. A lot of crazy news in the world. I want to say happy birthday. I was with this brother named. Most of you out there don't know him, but a brother named Lindbergh Porter. It was his birthday tonight. I had to get over there and make a scene. We work very closely with the San Francisco Giants and the Willie Mays Scholars, among other things.
Happy birthday to
Happy
Lindbergh.
birthday.
Yeah, current and former trustee at USF, like myself, and so, uh, uh, and I had to dash out of there. But my food is in the car. How's that? My food is in
Took
the
a plate
car.
with you, huh?
Oh man. Anyway, happy birthday,
The
brother.
go plate.
And I'll see you next week at the inauguration of the new president.
Oh, wow.
USF. So it's gonna be a long day next week. All right.
Hey, Doc.
So how you doing?
Oh, I'm good, and we got to say congratulations to Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces.
Yes.
All they
Yes.
do is win, and that's a bad sister on the basketball court right there.
You
she's
know,
get-
it's
she's got
still
herself
early in
into the greatest of all time conversation.
it's still early in her career, but she's already in the conversation easily for GOAT status. The WNBA. She's a bad sister.
She's
And
a
by
hell
the
of a
way,
player.
let me just say, they the cutest, tallest couple I have ever seen.
Hey, if Bam and Asia have a baby,
Bam Adebayo and Asia Wilson. Man, one is
baby gon'
6'9",
hoop,
one is.
that's for sure.
Oh man, did you see that little embrace after the game?
Yes, I
yeah.
did.
Did you see that, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, she said, "Baby, thank you for believing me. Baby, thank you for believing me so much." It was so, and it was a long embrace. It wasn't one of them like hugging. Let me get back to my team. It was smooth. And congratulations to Asia Wilson. Congratulations to the
Mm-hmm.
Las
And their
Vegas
coach Becky
Aces.
Hammond, who I just think is a phenomenal coach as
Congratulations
well.
to Becky Hammond, right?
Yeah.
Who was I think wasn't she the first woman to coach in the NBA under Greg
She was
Popovich?
assistant coach with
first?
Popovich. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a great coach.
Yeah. They're a young team, really, they veterans, but they're young. They might be in line to win a few more. So, yeah. All right. All right. News. By the way, so how are you? You good?
Oh, hey, I had it was a rite of passage this weekend. My daughter is 15 years old, and she had her hands on the steering wheel this weekend.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. For
She was
real?
actually okay. I had a little minor heart attack. She stayed calm, which was impressive. I was not calm at all. I tried, Lady E, to stay calm, but that's no, 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 no. And she still got to figure out the gas pedal because I was like, go slow. And she went from 0 to 50, like
Oh
she put
no.
her foot all the way down. I was like, hold on, hold on. So, but
Oh
she did good. She was
no.
doing her turning. I had her out in the parking lot away from everything. So,
Yes.
she was practicing, but let me tell you, it was rough on me. So,
The big
yep.
step.
Now you know what this takes me. When I had you behind the steering wheel.
Oh, that's why I said it's a full circle moment.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. It's something, man. It's something.
It was funny
Yeah.
because other parents saw me and they knew right away what I was doing. They was like, "Good luck, good luck."
Gotta get you those stickers that say new
Yeah,
driver.
man. You know.
Be patient.
Yeah, it's funny. Each one of y'all learned it the same in a different way. Malcolm was the first. I had him in the Concord High parking lot. Remember that? Concord High parking lot. We driving the Concord High parking lot. You got to start in the parking lot first. You can't go out in the street. You know that.
Oh
You
no,
got-
no,
Oh
no.
no, they can't start on the street. You get their bearings. But all
No,
right,
it was just a
Dad.
little taste. We're
Yeah.
gonna do some more. We're taking
Little
baby
taste.
steps, but
Oh man.
it was pretty
All
cool.
right now.
And my son, he's only 10, so I brought him along so he could witness it. He was like, "Man, let me out of the car." So he watched from the sidewalk.
Save
that
your
was pretty
money,
cool.
brother. Save
Pretty
your
cool.
money. Next is, Dad, can I get a car?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good though, because there are a lot of young people out there now who aren't even trying to get their license. So I'm really happy to hear that she is.
It's not
that
the
you're
same like when
supporting.
we was 16, we was getting that license, we was 18, we was trying to move out. Nowadays,
Get a job.
kids staying at home for a long
Yeah.
time. Why get your license if you could just call Lyft?
Mm.
It's just a different world now. But
All right. All right, man. All right, man. Go on, Faust. I know you're gonna be calling Mill tonight. Wow. I did this. I did that. I did that. It's a joy, man. It's a joy. Yeah.
thank you, sir.
The thing about being dead. All right, we got news. And let's see what we got here. I didn't know about this woman, and can I tell you about this woman? Her name
Tell
is
me.
Marion Croak,
Mm.
right? I just popped up on LinkedIn. This is apparently this black woman invented the technology for Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. I didn't know that. Why do they be hiding this stuff from me? I mean, why don't they put it like in front page headlines, a place I can see it. It ain't Papa. And she's being inducted to the Inventors Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Did you know that? Did you
Congratulations.
know about her, Lady Marion Crow? You did? Okay, well, you knew. I didn't know. Thank you, Marion. I mean, I thank you. It's driving me crazy, but I got to thank you for inventing the technology for Zoom. Mike, did you know about her?
No, I didn't.
Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. All right. So you
Pretty
sent
cool.
me a news story.
I'm just glad she's the inventor and she's getting the credit.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
well, I
know.
hope she got the money. Because,
Yeah.
a lot of times
Yeah,
back
the
in
money.
the day,
You're right about that. Yeah.
we didn't get no money. Somebody else we did the work and they got the credit and the money. So, Marianne, make sure you get paid especially for this stuff. Technology, you should never have to work another day in your life. Black unemployment is surging again, but this time it's different. Joblessness for Black workers is rising again 2 years after reaching a record low. However, it is different because the Trump's administration assault on diversity and customer federal workforce could make it even more difficult for Black workers to recover when conditions improve. The African American unemployment rate has surged over the past 4 months from 6% to 7.5%, while the rate for white people has ticked down slightly to 3.7%. And one of the reasons for this is the federal government has let go of like 300,000 Black women. Under the so-called attack on DEI, it's insane. It is really insane.
Yeah, that was in today's New York Times.
Yeah, it wasn't in today's New York Times. Bernice King has asked people to stop making IA videos of her father. Apparently I don't like AI. That's the I don't like it. I don't like it with the I first or the A first. Okay. They have asked him to make stalking AI videos of reporter Martin Luther King Jr. She says, what is it? King voiced support for filmmaker Zelda Williams, who earlier criticized AI generated videos of her late father, Robin Williams. And she said, please, I concur concerning my father. Please stop. And,
Yeah, if you the last couple of weeks, all kind of videos. I'm sure you've seen some of them, Mike or Ann. I mean, the Tupac on Mr. Rogers one. I've seen that a couple times.
Yeah.
Maybe in the last 3 weeks, just all these. But the
Yes.
King was one of them where, you know, they look just like them and they can make them say anything. And you know, some stuff just should not be played with. But the cat is out the bag now, so I don't know how you stop it.
yeah, and these are sacred figures, you know. These
Well,
are
sacred to
figures.
us.
Sacred to us. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Sacred to us. Very disturbing story. I don't know if you know this, but there's been a man charged with sending racist death threats to our own Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah. Started that. Really terrible. Guy lives in
El Cerrito.
the suburb. Oh, yes,
Whoa.
it is.
El
Yeah,
Cerrito,
and
I
he
think.
is
Yeah.
literally making all these threats against Barbara Lee. And they actually got copies of the threats. They've arrested him, by the way.
Well, that's good.
He is, you know, they said his bail at, and they ain't pretty, yeah.
Wow.
The threats aren't pretty, you know. And he used the N-word a bunch of times against Barbara Lee. So I guess I can say sign of the times. Sign of the times. And let's do one more. Hope Leo. Hope Leo. Is it Leo or what? Leo, I didn't put his name, Leo. Anyway, the U.S. Bishop from Chicago, who is now the Pope. He sent a letter to the bishops that Trump world is not going to like what it says. Okay, he said, either we regain our moral and spiritual dignity or we fall in a cesspool. That's what he said. You must speak. You must not remain silent when the world sees threats, according to the Pope. Where the world sees threats, the church sees children. Where walls are built, the church builds bridges. So, among other things, Leo's like, what you doing ain't cool, Mr. D. And he's probably, you know, yeah. Now, the one he's gonna run into problems with right away are all the conservative bishops, because you know a lot of bishops are like, you know, they ain't feeling that. But you know, he's following in the steps of the previous Pope Francis. And here's one thing we do know: Donald Trump can't fire the Pope. The Pope he can fire. He can talk about him, but he can't fire him. All right, that's what I got. That's what I got. What I got. But I want to play a little game with you, Miguel.
What's this?
All right. So the Soul has published. I love when you do this. Where'd he go? Come back.
I'm right here. Contra Costa
right.
Pulse. Yeah, we
All right.
out
Tell
off
me
the press
about
this week.
tell me about your Contra Costa Pulse thing, okay?
Oh, hey, you got it in front of you. I don't have it in front of me. I'm over here eating chocolate chip cookies. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I have it from you.
Mhm.
He went to Kennedy High School and asked the youngsters at Kennedy High to give us the latest slang 2025.
Right.
And, you know, the only way I can know that it's really verified is to ask the one and only Philmo Mike,
Uh-oh.
right?
Okay.
Right? Philmo Mike. Before I get into the serious stuff, we got to have a little, because the world's crazy, so we got to go levity whenever we can. But, you know, my authority on what's going on today is Philmo Mike. So Lady E, Lady E, your hair is stunning. I just realized that. That's beautiful. Oh, look at them. I
Beautiful
like that. Yeah, look at Brian. I just looked up and saw you, and I had to say that. Okay. All right. Don't distracted me. All right. All right. So 6'7" apparently is a noun. And 6'7", you know what 6'7" is?
Wow, no.
Okay.
6'7".
It is a trending phase among teens. Pronounce what else? 6'7". Popularized by a song and a meme with hand motion, this phrase is meant to have no real definition. It's an inside joke just for fun. Teens often drop it casually into the conversation or playfully use it in group chats and social media posts, which means I don't know what it is either because they didn't say what it was. They just said, oh, I don't know. It has no real definition. So if I say 6'7", and you lady,
No,
don't ask me what it means.
no, it
'cause
goes.
apparently it has no.
Marshall, you're saying it wrong. It goes 6, 7.
Oh, you be knowing. You the one that know.
Don't know.
You the one that how you know? How you know? How you know?
I ain't never heard that. I've never even heard it. Oh, you know what?
Are already in on this.
That's from LaMelo.
Sinead did it.
That's from LaMelo Ball.
What's that? Oh.
That's where it's from.
What?
He's a basketball player.
Oh,
So
that's
he
who-
started that. He kind of started that.
Who started?
Okay.
LaMelo Ball.
Oh, LaMelo. Yeah, well, that makes sense because he's about 5 years old. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
You know, you tell us. Call in, please.
6. Say how you say it one more time?
No,
Come on,
I'm
Ann.
saying it wrong. 6, 7.
now. All right now. 8. Eat.
No,
8/eat.
8.
8, right? Okay. ATE. Yeah, ATE/eat.
Uh-huh.
You perform really well or look great. As in, she ate that outfit.
I heard that before.
All right, you got that? You got that one? All
She
right,
ate it up.
all right. Lady E, you getting all this?
She ate it up.
Yeah, no. I mean, probably I wasn't paying attention up. She ate that outfit, but that I can see that. All right,
Interesting.
aura. This makes sense actually. A calm, confident presence that makes someone stand out. Students described it as staying
Why
in
are they using
school.
that word all of a sudden?
Huh?
A lot of kids are using that word aura.
I know. This kids are telling me this.
Yeah.
I don't use necessarily aura. When someone else is angry or simply being cool with a strong vibe, he kept his aura while
Yeah.
she yelled. Yes,
Yeah.
no, maybe.
Yeah, I know what that means.
You
I
got
know
one.
aura.
Okay. Bro, we know bro. Bro ain't really
Mhm.
good. Bro is still you.
It's not.
Bro, we know what bro is. Okay, bro is bussin',
Mm-hmm.
amazing, really
Yeah.
good.
That's kind of old. Yeah,
Kind of old.
You
Okay.
can use it, Mike.
that was bussing.
This burrito was bussin'.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now look, I'm coming in Tuesday night and I'm flossing. I'm gonna
Bussin'.
come out strong with the
Bussin'.
kids. I'm gonna hey man, look, I'm busting. They can be like, Dr. Marshall,
What are
leave
you
it
talking
alone.
about?
Okay. All right. Chopped. I knew what chopped is, but chop means what? Well, what does chop mean?
I don't know.
Chop means
Cut
everything,
up
right?
into little bitty pieces.
Yeah, you think.
No,
Yes,
not
right
not
there,
that
right?
chop, lady. E. Not that chop.
Not the TV show. Chopped. Apparently, he's ugly or unattractive.
Oh.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, we talking
what
about
this is.
teenagers. They
That.
mean. We come on now.
Never
We
heard
know
that one. We used to call him Hurt.
Yeah. But now they call it chopped.
Chop. That's a
Chop.
good one. I like that.
Hurt is funny.
Hurt is hilarious. I talked about that a couple of days ago.
Did you?
That is hilarious. It's just so funny to call somebody hurt. You hurt, dude. That is funny.
So, I mean, man, for you, these would be all good because you can use all these on the show, man.
Yeah,
So
you chopped.
you're already in it. I'm just giving you some more for the show, okay?
Oh,
Wash
man.
your back.
Clocked.
What?
Clocked.
Clocked.
Yeah, to win,
Oh, that's the girl thing, right?
to call out somebody or win an argument. Dude, you clocked him with that comeback.
Oh, okay.
All right, okay.
I would never use that one.
Crash out to lose your temper.
Yeah.
Interesting, because that one definitely applies to different things that are going on right now in the world. They're like,
There's
oh,
a lot
he's
of crash
crashing
out.
it.
Yeah.
Mm.
New-
Ugh. Yeah, that one.
Let me get through these. New gens, younger kids or beginners or something. Ops,
Yeah.
enemies
Enemies.
or people you don't get along with.
That one.
Enemy.
Yep.
You got
one's
that one?
common.
Peak, something excellent or the best.
Peak.
Peak, P-A-K. That play was peak.
Mm.
That actually sound weak, but that's okay.
That sounds kind of. Yeah, that's kind of can.
Yeah, that's
That's what.
Because
Alright.
when they use it in the sentence, they also don't always use it in a full sentence.
Yeah, they
It-
kind of don't. Their slang kind of just cuts off.
Yeah.
It's
Isn't it?
very. It's like it's cap. Like it doesn't make it like if you don't know what cap means, it's like it's not making sense, right?
The sentence is
I do
for
say
you,
bad.
Doc. but that doesn't mean that they use it in that sentence.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
Context,
translation
we
for the
can-
older.
Exactly.
See, I knew I would get context from Philbo. See,
Yeah,
I
thanks.
knew I would. All right. And the last one is huzz, a slang term for girls or people someone is attracted to. It can also describe having multiple people talking to you at once.
Like a huzz?
You're not going to pull the huzz like that. I don't know. It can also refer to,
Is that a real?
Need some Gen Zers to call.
it can also be used to refer to women or girls in a derogatory way.
Like hussy.
I'm
That's
just telling you, say
like a
H-U-Z.
new-
Malcolm,
like
yeah,
someone-
man.
Never heard that one.
I'm
That
here,
one,
Doc.
and
It's
then-
just safe to say that's not a word you'll be using. Okay.
No, I ain't gonna use that one.
Yeah.
Some of these I'm gonna hit them with just to show that, you know.
That you.
And they say, "Where you get them?" I got them from the Contra Costa.
No, you got them from the students at Kennedy High School. That's where you got them.
Wow.
All
Mr.
right. All right. Thank you, everybody. Don't call in with your newest because that's not really what I was talking about. But it's fun.
You
It's
can
fun.
tell us what 6-7 means. That is a mystery I need solved, please.
Lady E, you gonna incorporate some of these into your
No.
daily vernacular?
No. Well, see, ate it up is not a new, that's not new. Because
Uh-huh.
that's a word that we used to use years ago, especially when it came to somebody who was singing, somebody who really sang the song. We say she sang it. No, back in my day, they said
She
she
ate it
ate
up.
that song up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's familiar.
Yeah. Maybe we should invent our own. Maybe like every generation can
They
invent
do.
their own, right? They do.
Every generation
What,
comes
what,
up
what,
with their
what
own.
generation?
My generation is I'm a millennial.
Okay. Y'all
I mean,
got
we're
your
from the
own.
Bay.
You got your
Bay has its own slang with.
Are you saying you want the senior citizens to come up with some new words? I don't know about that, Doc.
Yeah, y'all guys got to keep saying what y'all saying. What did y'all used to say? Jive turkey and
We said a whole bunch of stuff. But the one word that has
You said
never left
jive
any
turkey.
generation, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, we said jive turkey. We would say really
Now,
now. We would say all kinds.
Let me tell you, y'all. Every generation has said this word, and I know because what Alpha and Z, they be in my class, our classes. The word COOL never goes away.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
What
Morris
time is
Day
it?
and the time.
Yeah.
That was a great video, by the way. That was a great video. All right. We're gonna turn serious now. We got a few minutes. We're gonna turn serious now. We're open lines tonight. Open lines 877-955-1061, 877-55-1061. We don't always do open lines, but when we do, that's what we do. Open lines want to hear from you. And this is a very simple question. I want to get the pulse. We'd like to get the pulse of people, how they feel. We're going to start this session off in the studio with all of us. And man, I'm still like, that story about Barbara Lee is, I had to laugh, had something to laugh because that's such an ugly story. What is a concern for you right now? What is a concern for you right now? And then I'm going to follow up with, are you optimistic or pessimistic about your future? What is a concern for you? Are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future? These are the things we talk about on Street Soldiers. 877-955-1061. We will kick it off in the studio and want to hear from you. I left it in my phone in the car. 'Cause I got
We're
a
busy.
particular person who always asks me, send me the flyer for the show. And man, what he said, I might not be able to repeat over the air, so I have to clean up what he said, but I'll hold that one as we go through. And we can start the conversation with you.
Okay.
What is a concern for you? And let's just get the concern out first.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about a little bit. Well, this week, it's Banned Books Week. Actually,
You want to do the phone first?
well, I see someone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll always do the phones when they
Yeah,
come in.
Yeah.
But finish talking.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
at radio
You
101.
on, we got a call already. All right. Want to hear from the people? You on the air? You there? All right, thank you for calling us. We're asking our listeners to call us and tell us what is a concern for you. And then I'm going to ask about optimism and pessimism. I'm going to write it down. Go right ahead. Say your name, where you're calling from, and tell us your concern.
My name is Gamashon Tanner,
Okay.
and my concern is our children
Mm.
and their future.
Radio down too, okay?
Yeah. So, and when you say our children, what, elaborate a little bit on that. What's your concern about our children?
They're killing each other,
Yeah.
their future, and it's crazy.
Yeah. It is.
And to me, it's the future. To me, it's the parents.
Mm.
They don't parent like they used to back in the day.
Yeah.
And to me, it's the parents trying to be their children's friends
Ah, got you.
instead of being their parent.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's cousins killing cousins,
Mm.
family killing families,
Lord.
instead of saying, "You're not finna do this.
Yeah.
You're not finna do this. Chill out. I'm not finna allow this." You know,
Yeah.
back in the day, our parents would have said, "I'm finna whoop yo, you know what? You're not finna go out and do this." They would have nipped it in the bud. But these parents are condoning what their children are doing. They know what they're doing.
Mm.
They're condoning it.
Mm. Mm. You think? Well, as a couple things I could ask you. When did this happen? You know, or also, and do you think this can be turned around, or this? What do you think can be done?
To me, it has went too far.
Got you.
It has went too far to be turned around. See, I'm from Vallejo, and I don't even want to go to my hometown anymore
Ooh. Mm.
because it has gotten too ridiculous.
Okay. Okay.
And I know some of the people,
Oh.
and I'm so tired of hearing this person died and that person died. It has gotten so far, you know, and I'm from there, so I know when I hear this person died and that person died, I'm all out of tears
Oh my Lord. I'm sorry, ma'am.
because the parents are not taking responsibility for their children in our era.
Thank you for that.
It could have been nipped in the bud as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Lady, you got any words for her? I mean, that's I can hear the pain in her voice.
You know, it's horrible. I mean, what I think that it's really unfortunate when we believe that it can't be turned around.
Yeah.
Because as long as there is life, there's a possibility that things can change. The challenge is finding that thing that can make a change, you know, and then caring enough or being courageous enough to make that happen.
Thank you.
And so for me, you know, I'm one of those it's simple for me. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to be that one that's going to
Mhm.
say, "Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Listen,
Look.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When you do this, then this."
Yeah.
Because what kids don't know today is that it's coming back. It's coming back. You know, for parents to say, you ain't gonna do that because you my child. And I'm not coming up with no bail money. I'm not going to the jail. You know, that's what my mother used to say. Don't get locked up because I'm not coming.
Hmm.
But then we need to pray. And we need to let them know that what you do comes back to you. And my child is not going out like that.
All right. Thank you, man.
You know, so we just need to just keep our children in prayer, their parents in prayer, and then not miss an opportunity to let them know that there's a price. And if that's the price you want to pay, because they're not thinking.
Thank you. Thank you. 877-955-1061. What are your concerns? What are your concerns right now, this day, October 2, 2025? She says our children, they are killing each other. Parents are trying to be their friends. And she says they have gone too far. All right, as the calls come in, we will get to you. 877-955-1061. Let me know when we got one, Mike, and we will start with Ann.
So I'm super paranoid about all the books being taken away. I am so frustrated that there are so many books that are being challenged and banned. And last week, October 5th through 11th, was Banned Books Week. And the theme was Censorship is So 1984. Read for Your Rights. And the reason why books are banned is because they really teach us a lot. So books like Brave New World, 1984, The Hate U Give, which they turned into a movie, The Color Purple.
Yeah.
You know, these are all banned books that it can teach
Wait,
us.
wait. The books are banned?
It's just there's so many and it's ridiculous. And so I get really scared about that. So when I see these books, I like a physical book. I don't do Kindle
Right.
because
Right.
they can turn off the internet, or I
Right.
don't have a battery to plug in, and I want to highlight things and phrases, and I just think books are incredibly important, and I want to be able to share that knowledge with people. So I think that's definitely one of my concerns.
I got it.
But I did also want to highlight that Michael Threets, he is our new Reading Rainbow host. He is a librarian from Fairfield, California, Solano County. He was a librarian up there, and did wonderful work, super fun. And now he is hosting and bringing back the Reading Rainbow. So, and the first episode was filmed in Berkeley, California, and you can see it on YouTube. So there's a bunch of different ways that we can get books and learn about books, and I'm just really excited about that. But yes, I am scared about them taking away all the good books.
Stack up your library, folks. All right. 877-955-1061. What is a concern for you? What is a concern for you? And are you optimistic and pessimistic? But I really would like to know, what are you concerned about? You got one for me, Philmo? What are you concerned about?
Concerned about just the state of things, mostly. Just the state of the people, just the people just make it seem like it's not a big deal to lie, or
Mm,
just to
mm.
do people dirty. People don't have like a heart.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm. Now, you saying people in general, people you know, or you can come back to that if we got
Just
to
lack,
avoid
just
taking
lack
calls.
of, just lack of compassion,
Oh,
overall
yeah.
compassion.
No. Yeah.
What seems normal, or they make crazy things that that's unheard of. They make it seem like it's normal, like it's supposed to happen. Whether that's January 6th, and then they do it on the other side. It's like it's a big issue. So concerned about things just being straight across the board, no matter what aisle or what side a person is on. Good is good, right is right type thing. There's no consensus, or there's no like middle ground.
No middle ground.
Where
Yeah.
can we meet in the middle at some point, right?
Yeah.
Gotta call it.
Got it. Are you optimistic or pessimistic about it, or are you just hopeful? Like,
I'm always optimistic, but it's looking bad though.
yeah. All right. Looking back, I got a story about that, but let's go to the call first. 87 up. You're on the air. Street Soldiers, tell me your name, where you're from, and tell me what your concern is.
My name is Ross. I'm from Richmond, and my concern is this whole government shutdown.
Yes.
It's a lot. It's a lot. We working and not getting paid. Whew.
You working and not getting paid. You can't hear?
Oh yeah, it's just these earphones I'm a little muddled with the earphones,
Oh.
so hit me. Tell her to say it again.
Can you say it again? Say that again, man.
Oh yeah. I said it's this whole government shutdown. We working and not getting paid, stressing us out.
Government shutdown.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something.
Because she's working and not getting paid as well.
Look. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all. Do y'all heard this from me? because I'm about to go ballistic. My oldest daughter works for the government.
Man.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, everything is personal to me, but some things are really,
Right.
really, really personal to me.
Got you.
And so, yeah. Oop, and we lose. Hold on, I'm messing. I'm getting the switching earphones here. I'm hanging in there with you. All right.
We got another caller.
All right. Government shutdown. I got that.
Caller, are you on air?
Go right ahead.
Yes, I am.
Tell me your name and where you're calling from and what your concern is.
My name is Yvette Gordon.
Oh, Yvette.
Ah.
What's up, baby? What's up? You know, I love you, girl. You know that?
Hey,
You know,
Doc.
girl, you
My
look
friend,
messing with my head.
I
Oh,
love you.
I
too.
love
I
you.
love you
Oh, my
too.
God. Folks don't even want to know the memories we've been through, but we just gonna be like you a caller tonight, okay?
I am just a caller tonight, okay?
Yes,
My
honey.
concern is the parents.
Mm.
I feel like there's a lack of parenting right now.
You heard that
And the
earlier. Yeah.
parents step up and be parents
Yeah.
because the parents are not parenting, which is causing our youth to be out of control right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like the parents need to step up and stop trying to be their kids' friends.
That's exactly what
I'm not your friend.
the first caller said. That's exactly what that said. I don't know where that came from. Well, I kind of do, but you know, my son is here. I didn't want to be his friend. In fact, at one time he said, "Dad, we're gonna be friends." I said, "No, I'm your dad. I'm your dad." You know, I don't know where that. I don't know. Maybe you can explain it.
I can't explain it because I'm not my kid's friend.
Yeah.
I'm your parent first.
Yeah.
But the things that I've been seeing on social media lately, it is heartbreaking.
Mhm.
It is heartbreaking
Mhm.
that parents need to step up and be parents first and foremost. Because
You
without that,
do
we have
you think it's because they want to be liked?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Very much so.
Because it wasn't for me. My daddy didn't ask me to like him. He just asked me to do what I said, right? You know.
Yeah.
And no, but
Well, if you having a baby for the wrong reasons, and then you kind of like, sometimes I see it seem like the cycle be where they have babies for the wrong reasons.
they want somebody to
And
love
then
them.
they
I've
want
heard
somebody
that.
to love them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it kind of like,
or somebody to love.
oh, that too.
how can your child love you if you're not loving them?
Selfish. I mean,
Let's make it make sense.
yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't.
You know, let's not have kids. We don't have kids for somebody to love me.
Right.
Right.
You chose to do this.
Right.
So once you chose to bear that child, you have to be a parent.
You got to switch it up. A lot of them don't
You
switch
have
up.
to be a parent
Then you got the Instagram.
because these
generation.
streets will eat you up.
Oh yes. Oh yes, baby. And let me
If you're not a parent,
let me can
go ahead, Doc.
I would say let me commend you for being a parent. You know, because the one I know, you was a mama in the old school sense. You loved
Yes,
her,
sir.
and you
Yes.
was her mama, and for us to put you through college and her through college is a total blessing, and to see that happen. But none of that wouldn't happen if you hadn't put all that work into her being her mama.
Yes, yes. But then let's think about my son.
Yeah.
My son came before her.
Yep.
He didn't go that route, but
Yep.
he's still a stand-up young man.
Yep. Yep.
He's a working young man. He's a father man. He has a child now.
Look at
And he's
that.
been a family man.
Look at that.
But
Look at
we need to be parents first. You're not my friend.
Right.
First, I'm your mama. I don't care how old you may be. I don't owe you nothing.
Look, I,
Anything.
look. I said I got my own friends. You gotta get your friends. I ain't being your friend.
Come on.
I love
Come
you,
on,
girl.
Doc.
I love you, girl.
And I think right now that a lot of that is lacking right now, that a lot of young kids
and parents are trying to be their kids' friends.
Yeah. Yes.
If they learn how to separate that, we'll be all right. These kids will be okay.
It must be something because the 2 of the 4 that we've had 5 so far have been the same thing. Thank you, honey. Love you. All right. See you soon. Get over to the club. Meet these new ones.
Hey, Doc, I remember one of the classic scenes from the Cosby Show when, you know, Bill sits down, Dr. Huxtable sits down with his kids, and he's like, look, me and your mom, we're rich. You have nothing. Oh, and they just, you know, he let them know real quick too.
But you know what's interesting with people, with parents like that, they really are doing the best thing for you. You know, their relationship with you doesn't depend on you liking them. You know, because if it depends on that, you know, kids go through all kind of stuff. They like you one day, don't like you the next day. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna do that. So if you gonna be like on the string every day, well, you don't like me, that you don't like me, I want you. So yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know if people even watch that show anymore, but I mean, they were the TV equivalent of no, I'm your parents. You know, and them kids got into a lot of stuff on that show. People forget, you know what happened. But yeah, I like that. You have nothing. We're rich. All right, 877-955-1061. What is your concern? What is your concern? We've heard parents twice. We heard parents twice. We heard from Ann, book banning. Soul, what's yours?
Man, there's a lot to be concerned with right now at this present moment in the United States and in the world. Obviously, the leadership is concerning, the political leadership, but I don't even know if that needs to be said. But
yeah,
and I agree with Mike.
It does.
And you know, that starts at the top and it kind of funnels down to what Mike was talking about is, you know, basically American citizens, we're like divided into, you know, 2 opposing football teams, you know, but we're all citizens of the same country. But it's so weird. It's like, you know, we're against each other all the time. That's just weird to me. That's concerning. Am I optimistic? Not for the near future. No. You know, I'm optimistic just because the arc of time, you know, things go back and forth. But no, I get the feeling like things are going to get worse in the immediate future. You know, and there are days where I really don't have any hope at all. And then I remember the quote from the great James Baldwin talking about when you don't have hope, you know, you got to invent some hope sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Because, you know, because if you don't have any, then you're stuck. Right.
Yeah.
And so when I get too down, I remember that quote. It's like, hey, we're going to make it up today. We're going to find a reason to be hopeful. And that helps me get through. But no, I'm not. But I'm pessimistic right now. Definitely.
Got you. Got a call? We'll take it. You're on Street Soldiers. Where you calling from? What's your name?
Am I on, Doc?
Stefan. Stefan. Man, my folks.
How you doing?
Hey, brother.
Yeah. I'm just a caller like the other person. I'm just a caller right now. The cost of living. I mean, we've always had issues with the cost of living, but right now this seems just crazy. I mean, I went grocery shopping recently, and something simple as juice that used to be like, you know, $1.25. Now it's $3.79. I'm just going. I mean, everything seems to has tripled. Then of course the rent issue, the housing issue seems to be a big concern about it. I know they're trying to stop the homeless, but it seems to me we're creating more homeless with the cost of living right now because everybody I know is struggling. You know, I mean, yeah. So that's my concern.
And what's so ironic, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't figure out how people don't get this. The man said on day one he was gonna bring the cost down.
He sure did. Yes, he did.
The price of bacon, the price of eggs, the price of this, the price of that, it's coming down. No, he said that to you just to get elected. Okay? Ain't nothing coming down.
No. I also want to comment on the parenting thing. I look at it like this: it's not. they're still stuck in their teens. From what I've seen, it's not even that they're not even parents. They're still imitating. If they were 18 to 21, they're still listening to. They're still trying to be relevant. You know, you see guys 35 fathers who are fathers, and they're still trying to be relevant in the hip hop game and in the streets. And so they're not even trying to be a parent. They're trying to remain relevant instead of growing up like we did. You know, moving on. You know, we had our time and we move on to as we age. But they seem to be stuck in this era where they don't want to come out of it. They want to stay in this matrix and continue to promote this destructive language and things like that. Because most of the hip hop artists who are, not to change the subject, but most of the hip hop artists who put out this destructive language are grown men with kids.
Yep.
Or even grown women with kids. So
yep.
That's my thought.
Yep. Hey man, you love you, man. You love you. I mean, you amazing, Stefan. Yeah. Just keep on being you, brother. You know, I got you and you got us. All right. 877-955-1061. I don't know how much more time we have, and we'll take a call. What is your concern? What is your concern? What is your concern? If we can get 1 or 2 calls in, what is your concern? We got 1 minute. That's it before we go to break. Oh man. Okay. Mine. Let me get Lady E. You want to get yours in before I do mine in this minute we got?
Go ahead and do yours, Dr. Marshall. You were ready.
Well, I got so many, but right now, you know, I've been around a long time. The separation of powers in the United States government, which is supposed to be the buffer, right? The thing that prevented one branch of government taking over from another, especially the executive branch, you know, judicial and the legislative branch and the administrative executive branch. You know, I mean, that was supposed to be the man. People predicted every time I would say, but no, that ain't gonna happen here. It's happening. Yeah. It's happening. It's happening. And I'm hopeful because I'm not optimistic because I have seen things being done that I didn't think I would see. That's one of them. That's one of my concerns. And so we'll see how it goes. All right, Lady E, you got time for yours. If you don't, we got to go to break. Got to go. Second hour coming up. We're going to talk about domestic violence, I believe. And we're going to do it this week and next week because it's such a huge topic that we got to do. All right, thanks for calling. We're going to do this topic again. So be ready when I pull it up in a future show.
All right, go ahead and visit us right now on YouTube Live at Stay Alive and Free. You can always learn more about what we do, and all the radio shows are living right there at stayaliveandfree.org.
Tell me what you see when you look at me. Do you see another brother lost in these streets looking for his soul?
Trying to find my soul.
Or do you see another brother searching for lost souls in these streets? A street soldier.
Street soldier.
Here to help you get that chip off your shoulder, warm your colder days and sober your drunken ways, and find a way to help you get over these hurdles placed in our path. And this is not meant to amuse you. This is for all those who have questions but are afraid to ask.
I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. Times get hard, you lose your way. Open your mind and hear what I say.
This is a message for the hard and the soft. To those who tune in weekly and to those who keep an eye out for 8 p.m. on Sundays and turn their radios off. The truth hurts. The cloth has been pulled. We're walking around half dead. Use this show as your IV. Alive and Free is a new movement. We've achieved self-destruction. A street soldier promotes self-improvement.
Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah. Streets couldn't be no colder, so I gotta be a soldier. It shouldn't be this hard for me. Even when it seems so hopeless, I gotta keep my focus. I'm glad to be alive and free, yeah.
Okay, tonight we're doing a show. Let's just get this out, folks. We're doing a show on domestic violence. All right, we're doing a show on domestic violence. Actually, doing a show on domestic violence and relationships. Let me get that straight. Domestic violence and relationship. Subtitled "Save Our Sisters." Subtitled "What's Love Got to Do with It?" Okay. And yeah, every time I do this, I say this is a show we can do every week. I always say I could do social media, domestic violence every week. And this is a Stop the Violence show, and it's called Domestic Violence. So that's why we're doing it. We got wonderful guests who are going to guide us through. Oh no, Ann, you get to do this. Yes, you get. You get to guide us. Who are going to guide the conversation. Why don't you introduce yourself real quick? Say what you do, and then we're going to get going. So,
all right, I am Dr. Sabrina Robertson, licensed clinical social worker. I am a therapist, an author.
Girl, we need you. Thank you for the book.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the book, lady. She gave me a book.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Don't you have something coming with lady? Don't y'all have something in common?
The illustrious Sisterhood of Delta Sigma Theta
Yeah, that's
Incorporated.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Hey, lady.
LaShara.
Good evening, everyone. My name is LaShara Johnson. I am a site and client services director for interpersonal violence organization called, what's it called? The Family Justice Center for Contra Costa Alliance.
So thank you both for coming. You've been here once again. We need you. Ann's going to begin by giving a few stats about, well, we may have to cut off the stats, right? About how serious a problem that we're dealing with. Oh, and
I have a question about Clifford. Is he coming in or?
He will be on at in second hour.
Okay, all right.
You'll be on the second hour.
Thank you.
All right, 877-955-1061 is the number, because I'm going to ask you callers. I'm really looking at prevention here. If you got any idea about how to prevent domestic violence, please give us a call, 877-955-1061. If you have any ideas about healthy relationships, please give us a call, because I'm really focusing on prevention. Normally when we do these shows on domestic violence, we focus on treating the victims, right? And I'm trying this show to talk about, I don't want any victims to treat, right? So I really want to do much prevention as we can, and we'll have organizations that do domestic violence work. She'll talk about them. But Ann, give us a few stats about how this whole domestic violence thing, how bad it is.
This is a tough subject. And a lot of people are affected. So when we're looking at, information from the CDC, or NIH, we're looking at, they said 41% of women and 26% of men have experienced contact sexual violence, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner during their lifetime. That's one. And then when you're looking at the big numbers, that's over 61 million women and 53 million men. And I think another part, and there's different kind of layers to this, but you're looking at the physical abuse, the mental abuse. Right. They use stalking, and then they talk about the financial abuse. That all kind of ties in. So we're looking at they use some different words. So, if you're looking this up, if you need help or if you're trying to get help for people, we say domestic violence, but there's also terms such as intimate partner violence.
Yep.
And a lot of times what they're saying is when you go to the doctor, your healthcare professional, they're usually the first individual who has the opportunity to identify the domestic violence.
Okay.
So whether that's with the physical symptoms or sometimes, they're able just to ask questions. If you go to the bathroom, they have signs that say, if you're being abused, please let us know. But there's a lot to it. And I think one of the other really sad parts of it, because, being abused, being hit, being manipulated, things like that. That's one, but then it sort of escalates, and you're looking at things like pregnancy, where the women, it gets escalated, and they said 50% of women sitting in the emergency departments report histories of abuse, and and then you're also looking at numbers of death. You know, it escalates to death.
Big problem, folks. Big problem, folks. And then, I don't know. The numbers don't seem to go down.
They don't.
That's what bothers me.
They don't.
And let me just frame this. We you know, a lot of times we look at crime statistics or even, you know, murder statistics in the city, right? And they go down. I mean, through a concerted effort, or for some reason, you know, you might have 100 murders, and I think San Francisco had one of the lowest ever, like something in the 30s, right?
Yeah.
This thing about domestic violence doesn't seem to go down, and I don't know if it doesn't go up, does it fluctuate, does it stay the same? The experts, y'all tell me.
Well, you know, while we're thinking about that, can I just read some statistics that bring it a little closer in?
Sure.
Can I please? Every 9 seconds in the United States, a woman is assaulted or beaten. Every 9 seconds.
10 seconds just went by, so somebody got, yeah.
In the United States, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been physically abused by an intimate partner. On a typical day, domestic violence hotlines receive approximately 20,800 calls on a typical day. This is why
Every day.
Yep. This is why prevention is so important, right? 15.5 million children witness domestic violence each year. 15.5 million. Domestic violence is most common. It happens outside of this, but it's most common amongst women ages 18 to 24 and then 25 to 34. Here's the caveat, or here's the kicker. Only about half of intimate partner physical violence is reported to law enforcement. Out of all that's happening. And the last stat that I want to share with us, because it shook me a little bit, 75% of the domestic violence victims that are killed, 75% are killed as they're trying to leave.
So, okay, all right. Now you get me to another point.
Because
I'm about to call relationships off.
Well, no, we need to talk about it, right? Because prevention.
It
starts in
prevention. If you have a relationship, you can't get, but no, I mean, that obviously that's the extreme, right? Okay. I mean, that's where I am with it. Because, I'm a stop the violence guy, right? And, we just finished watching the story of a young woman, who got, who got caught up in that, right? The Kimber story, we did, and I have a bad habit of watching all these stories that come on TV One, I do. And I watch them because they're all new. It's not like I'm watching reruns. I'm watching Fatal Attraction. I'm watching, and I want to find what goes on here. And it's the same thing. This love is a mess. And when I say, here's the other thing, I was watching a channel and Tina Turner was on, right? The Celebration of Her Life, not the movie. And she's going back talking about her relationship with Ike. And then, I got all these young women and young men sitting in front of me, because it's not just men on women violence. It's I saw the story of his brother. He got stabbed with a butcher knife by his wife. And he stayed with her.
Yeah.
And then she killed him. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Y'all got to help me, okay? Because I'm about to call relationships off. What does love got to do with any of this?
Nothing.
So what, all right, so help me. Go ahead.
It's a piece of the pie.
And you were telling me about somebody, her husband just killed her?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. A woman who was trying to leave, and unfortunately, he took her life. And it's really tough, because when you try to leave, that's when it becomes the most, it's dangerous, it escalates. And 53% of homicides with a gun is through domestic violence. So if your partner or someone has access to a weapon, there's so many things that escalate these things.
Okay, let's start back. Let's do this. What goes wrong? They don't start off, I'm assuming, I see you, you're cute, I love you, let's hook up, whatever. What goes wrong?
There's many factors.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's quote unquote what goes wrong. I think it's what goes ignored, what goes overlooked, what goes excused, rationalized.
Rationalize.
Right. Rationalize, because the reality is nobody can consistently be who they're not.
Or justified.
Or
Include-
justified.
Add that to the list, yes.
Keep talking. I'm making notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I believe that a lot of times the signs are there, the red flags, as we call them, they're there, the signals, they're there. But we have to ask the question, why are we ignoring those things? Now, if you want to go to the root of a lot of it, is childhood trauma.
Really?
Some of that stuff is so normalized. You say, what's love got to do with it? Absolutely nothing, because you can love somebody and not be with them. You can love somebody and they not be good for you.
I've heard the childhood trauma.
Yeah.
But I know folks, okay, the childhood trauma, I kind of might be there lurking in the past, and you deal with somebody. What if somebody has no childhood trauma and they still doing it?
Yeah, I think that's for anything, any type of abuse, whether it's abuse of drugs, it's abuse of money, it's abuse of power. Like, there's so many things. You can go either way. There are people who've had terrible upbringings, but they turn out to be these amazing, great, productive citizens. But the data does show that if there is interpersonal violence in the home or domestic violence, that there's a high chance that the boy child will probably be an abuser and the girl child will probably be a victim, or vice versa, or at the same time. Two things can be true at once, but it's usually that. You can add alcohol on top of that, or drug abuse on top. You can add financial strains on top of that. You can add mental health on top of that. And that's like a stewing pot for domestic violence.
What about none of that's there and they still do it?
I would be surprised if
It's
none
usually
of that was
something.
present.
Yes, it's usually something.
Okay.
When we interact and, speaking with my just experience with survivors, there's some folks, it's like that has never happened. They had been together for years, right? And nothing was happening. But as soon as someone became unstable, they lost their job. They worked
Message.
construction. Now it's raining. Now they're at home. Now they're drinking. And then these things bubble up. But there's always these things that are laying kind of dormant that happen. I mean, even if I was with someone and I had a child, but my partner is not the father of this child, that makes things even more, you become more at risk, even with the parenting struggles and like what you think is the right way to discipline or something like that. And then that, now you're in the way. Now you're being hit because you're trying to prevent how this person disciplines.
So why is the hitting the answer for them?
I don't know if that's really the answer. I think it
Well,
might
for
just
them
be
it is at that moment. I mean, like I always say, violence, part of the problem with violence is people see violence as a way to solve whatever issues in front of them or to deal with any
they
issue
think.
that's in front of them. What with somebody you say you love, right, is okay, that the way to deal with whatever is in our relationship, been introduced, hasn't been introduced, violence is the way to deal with that person that you say you love, or to accept because you say you love them.
Sometimes they don't love them. Like, I think we assume
we
that
use
because they're
that word.
together. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's the word people use to stay there, or even when they're doing it. So, I mean, we got to figure a way out of this. I mean, we use a thing with the young people, right? We use the word danger, right? First sign of danger, danger. That's all it really got to offer them. And you know that. Love will never lead you to danger. Love doesn't hurt, so on. So even with that, I feel like I'm ill-equipping them as they go into these relationships, because I don't know if danger is going to be enough.
So you asked the question, why use their hands instead of something else? It's a lack of emotional intelligence, right? One of the things that we teach is feelings, identification, and appropriate expression, right? Anger is a secondary emotion, which means anger is not what we feel first. However, it's what we act first.
Yes.
So if we can lean into our primary emotions, what else do you feel? Frustrated, disrespected, betrayed, afraid, sad. If you're willing to be vulnerable and lean into your primary emotions and express that, then the anger will stay managed. But most of the time we lack the emotional intelligence.
Now what I'm thinking is, all these people shouldn't even go into relationships until they have that done on themselves before they get with somebody else.
Absolutely.
Because if that's lurking, is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
Inside the person, and then they get with somebody else, then they need to go through whatever you giving them and whatever you give them before they even talk about thinking about connecting with somebody else. Yeah.
Unfortunately, nobody teaches people this stuff.
And I think that's the
It's the
crime
educational
of it all, right? Communication is the building block to all human relationships. Communication is the one thing we don't teach. You don't get a communications class until you possibly in college as an elective, or if that's your major. Why aren't we teaching people how to communicate?
It's pretty basic. I think grammar school level. I remember when I was like in the 9th grade and they were teaching us how to do conflict management. And you say, you know, such and such, you did this. I didn't like the way that made me feel. And this is what I would like. And like, that's kind of it. But as you grow older, those emotions that you're carrying and just like the things, your environment, those words don't really they're not there. It's not consistent enough to talk about how to really handle conflict and how to really handle when someone's treating you in a way that you don't like or that you don't appreciate or makes you feel uncomfortable. And it starts at home, because a lot of times at home, we don't really even teach our kids how to communicate with us. We just let people kiss on our kids and they don't want that. We just let people just do whatever,
or that's the way our parents communicate with us. So
exactly,
that's how we picked it up.
Not enough autonomy, not enough space to really speak up and share. But then our homes, we have to look at that too, and a lot of it starts there. But all this violence that we're talking about, it's preventable.
Right.
It is preventable.
Well, ain't nobody doing a lot of preventing. One in 9 seconds, one every 9 seconds.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem. And again, I'm really trying to get this out. I don't want this. Okay,
but you have
I'm
to think
tired
culturally. There's cultural aspects that go into it. There's so many things.
I know what I'm up against.
Yeah.
I know I know what we're dealing with. I know the world isn't about alive and free. I know that. Okay, but we got to get to the point where, I mean, if I hear somebody once say, you know, they didn't act that way in the first place, you know, and I found out as I went into it. Okay, then like, you know, send them to you first. That's what I'm saying. Do not date anybody until you find out about you, right? And what you're taking into. That's, I mean, it's extreme, but hey, 877-955-1061. Help Dr. Marshall. Okay. If you got an idea how to prevent, you hear what I said? Prevent domestic violence. Prevent domestic violence. And it's not just men's violence against women. It's also, this goes both ways. Men out there,
relationships,
and if you got an idea about how to create wonderful communication, unless you're one of those people, I ain't hitting nobody no matter what, right? So I'm not hitting you. Well, yeah.
So, and I'm glad you said that. I'm not hitting you, because domestic violence can be verbal too.
I know that,
right?
I know.
I
know.
So I run an anger management group every week. Right. One of the most common things I hear from people that are there because they have perpetrated violence is, I was triggered. I was triggered. That's not me. It's not my character. I was triggered. And one of the things I share with them, there is no trigger without an associated trauma.
Say that again.
There is no trigger.
Because that seems to be the reason that they do stuff, because they were triggered.
I was triggered.
People use that word so much.
I was triggered. Therefore, everything else follows.
There is no trigger without an associated trauma. And so if you have the same trigger, or if the same thing triggers you, it's been triggering you for years, that means you have a trauma that you have not addressed, you have not expressed. And so what do? Go somewhere and heal. Deal with the trauma.
I'm fine with that. I like that. Yeah, we got a call. Okay, we're going to take a call. Help. Street soldiers, help doctor, help us, please. We gotta. Yeah. Okay. Go right ahead.
And one thing that I had to find out was that it's hereditary. I gained it from my mom being abused, and her being abused, and her being abused, and it's hereditary. So I think if we start when kids are young, I think it was him.
Okay. All right. Hereditary. That's what they were talking about.
So it was normalized.
Yeah,
normalized.
That was
right.
That's the stats. He falls or fell, or that happen,
Yeah.
and there's so many environmental factors that play into
When
that.
did you still there? She's still okay. I was saying that's when they come to this realization. I always find out. It's interesting to me to find out when did you finally figure this out. You know, were you laying down with all your teeth knocked out, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And
Um,
was it soon enough to prevent your children from falling into it?
yes,
Because
yes.
that doesn't have to be. That does not have to be your story or your experience if that happened in your household. And I'm sorry to anyone who's experienced that.
Absolutely.
Because it is very tough. It's very unfortunate to have to experience that as a child or as a person, as a parent supporting someone. There's a family out of Vallejo. A woman was trying to flee a situation, and the partner came, and the grandma tried to intervene, and they killed
the grandma.
Kill the grandma. So it's very, very dangerous. And like, as we're talking about this, there's so many things like, what can we do? There's education. You can use your voice in voting. There's so many laws that are being passed right now to help survivors.
Yeah, but see that's the survivor. I don't want you to have to have a trauma to survive.
Well, yeah, but they do prevention work in that as well. So there's
so they won't do it again.
Yes,
I get
in the
that.
bill,
Right. I know that.
There's violence. I mean, there's
I don't want it to happen
education.
in the first place, and maybe that's a Pollyanna view.
It's
all right.
not. So let's talk to some young women and some young men out there
Please.
who are just entering into the dating world.
Or you old folks who are going back into it. Okay.
Listen,
You already brought up two of the major things. Communication is the main. How to get people to invest in learning communication is the bigger issue. We know that communication is key. We know therapy is key. Dealing with yourself. How do you get people to do those things?
Well, they have to want to.
That's
right?
what I mean. And they're not fun things to do all the time.
No. So if there are going to be two keys on the ring, I would encourage anybody, if you're dating, slow down.
Yeah.
Right? We move so fast. And a lot of times we end up, and I say we, because we live in community, we end up in these committed relationships with people we don't know. Slow down. No one can consistently be who they are not. Wake them out.
I like that, girl. I'm writing this down.
We got a call.
Wake them out.
Awesome.
All right, got a call. Go right ahead. You're on Street Soldiers. What you got for us?
Hey, I was calling to make some comments about the topic you guys are discussing tonight.
Yes, go right ahead, please. Thank you.
Yeah, so I just think I heard you guys talking about, domestic violence and, whether or not that's connected to people's past. And I just wanted to say I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I've worked in the field for many years. And absolutely, people don't only learn it at home from seeing it be done, but if people suffer other kinds of trauma, then it lowers their self-worth and it lowers their ability to stay safe. And so that might cause them to make choices and partners that lead to them being in dangerous situations. And when do they realize it? No, they don't realize it when they're sitting there with their teeth knocked out. And that was a very insensitive comment. They realize it when they start to understand their trauma better.
Yeah.
And for everybody, that's a different timeline, depending on the resources you have available to you, the opportunities and privileges that come your way to even understand your trauma if you're not spending every day just trying to survive.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the call.
You're welcome.
Thank
you.
That's very true.
I would really like to talk to somebody who ain't hit nobody and why you didn't. When you are triggered,
I think that those are the
why
people
you
that
didn't do it.
that
not
we
why-
don't hear from, and those are the people that
why
should use
didn't
their
you?
voice
If so
more.
many people do it, why didn't you? Why do you get up and walk away? Why when but the thin line is crossed? What's the thin line between love and hate, right? You say, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Because not everybody does
It's
it,
true.
right? And so, unfortunately, enough people do it so that we hear, right? But
So
I
I
need
would
to know why
rate-
people don't do it.
Because they have emotional intelligence, and they realize
They wouldn't call it that,
No.
right?
Well, they wouldn't.
Right.
But they might even on the base level realize. I always say it. People with something to lose don't gamble.
People with something.
People with something to lose don't gamble. So you're not about to cost me my freedom. You're not about to cost me my job. Peace of mind. I will leave you before I let you cost me all of that. With people with something to lose, don't gamble.
And I don't gamble.
And you say,
Doc, can I also say,
Got another caller?
yes, sir.
conflicts are going to happen because conflicts are part of relationships. So it's almost like, you know, people who have successful relationships, one of the secrets they say is because they can fight without doing things that they have to apologize for after. You know, I mean, we just had a disagreement, but nobody got disrespect. Nobody took it so far where now I have to, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry I did that. But again, that's based in communication.
Yep, learning how to fight fair, because there's a way to do it.
You got a
All
call?
right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You are on. What can we do to prevent domestic violence, healthy relationships? Go right ahead. Oh, you're on. You're on.
Oh, well, I was basically, because I'm kind of going through the same thing right now. So it's like knowing your worth, knowing who you is, loving yourself. Because at the end of the day, especially if you have children, if there's someone out there that's doing harm to you and you don't like it, learn how to speak up. Because I was in the shell for so long, and I used to watch people on TV like, well, they need to go through what they're going through because that's dumb. But you never know if you get yourself into a position to where it's like, oh, it's love, but love don't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you see the red signs, get out of it.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
That's the one I've been using. That's the one I've been using. As soon as you see the first sign, get the hell out.
And if you're not sure if it's a sign, get out.
Yes.
You can always
Yes.
work on it later. We got a caller?
Yeah. Go ahead. You're on screen. So just thank you.
Margaret, and I'm calling from Richmond.
Yes,
Hi.
Hi. You know, I had a domestic violence problem years ago, and I found that when I was going through it, there's a lot of lying and stuff. You know, they get you back, you know, you're not pink cloud, but you tell everybody else, all your family, you're not with them anymore. Then you're sneaking to go see them, and then when you get beat up again, you can't really call your family because they're going to be like, well, what are you doing with them? You said you wasn't going to be with them. You know, it's really, really hard. I look at it like they're predators, you know, and they look at the people that they beat as prey. You know, there's a certain type of people that they pick on, but domestic violence is horrible. It's horrible, and the police aren't doing enough about it. And it goes deep. I mean, it's really psychological too. You have to really come out of your shell. You have to write incident reports. You have to get into a group. And most of all, you have to stay away from them because some batterers, hey, they might change, but you know what? Most of the time, just stay alive. Just let them go. You go your way, they go their way. And you don't have that baggage or that fear that one day that he's going to hit you again, you know? It's really sad.
It is.
Thank you.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
I
I
like what
think
she
there
said.
is a notion of ownership in relationships. I'm gonna come back to that. I really do. Yeah, you're on. Thank you. Thank you for calling Street Soldiers. What can we do to prevent domestic violence?
To prevent it is, you know, not going back. I was just disconnected by accident, but, you know, I've never been to a situation, and that's why you say never until you get to that situation. But once you get there, don't continue to go back. Don't continue to go back because the men will play mind games with you, and women will as well. And they will use you for whatever you got. If you say, oh, I want this type of relationship, I want to be like this, I want to be like that, I want to be holy in the vow, they're going to say, I do too. But at the end, they're going to be messing with, living rent-free in your head forever and taking advantage of everything that comes their way. So, yes, please, if anybody that's out there that's dealing with what I'm going through right now, my thing is stay away. Stay away. Don't give us no addresses. Don't give us no contacts. Stay away. Because it can lead to death.
We are so proud of you. Do you have the supports that you need to stay safe and as you stay away?
Yes, I've been dealing with, you know, different people here in the city, and, you know, just stand in my element, you know, because sometimes people can also take you out. You know, I've been in plenty of relationships, but I never went through what I've been through ever. I'm 38 years old, and my whole entire life what I went through with this one. And so, like I said, I've always say, you know, judge people that's on TV like, oh, you need to be doing this, you need to be on TV and doing this and that because you allow that. But until you get in that situation, it's like people get so vulnerable, and some people
have lack of love.
Yes.
You know, and so they can pull you in, but you know, when enough is enough, don't give it too many tries, because now you're playing me in my face. And I'm not going to allow that to happen at all. And I'm not going to, especially if I have a child. I don't care if there's a child with you. What do you think about your own child's mental health?
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like you prioritize your child's mental health and your safety, and we are so proud of you.
And don't go back.
And they need a lot of women out here that need to speak. And I really came to this show today that I heard her on the radio, and I'm just like, I've been wanting to find like places like, you know, just to like just to speak out, you know, just to women, period, way before I was even going through things like this, because it, you know, it helps a lot, because you never know. Some people may be going through it more worse than what you are, and this right here really helps out. The, you know, some people they're
Man, let me tell you, we got a couple more calls we want to take before the top of the hour, but we are here for you. You can call us anytime, whether we're on the air or not. 800-765.
On the other side.
On the other side.
Oh, but I'm just letting you could.
All right.
The conversation is going to continue.
Yes. Right. You got time for another call? Yep. You got time?
Hello?
All right, you're on. You're on Street Soldiers. What can we do to prevent domestic violence? Go right ahead.
When you were speaking earlier about how children in the home, when I remember, like, when my kid was going to school, they had a book about how the house that cracks made, right? And they were like, well, if you see your parents doing this, if you see your parents see something, say something. I know that if our kids see it, they need to know in school. They don't want nobody to know about transgender, sexuality, or nothing like that. But maybe we need to teach them about the signs themselves. We got kids that are really quick to call 911 when the house is on fire.
Right.
We need to teach them, if mom is getting toxic, dad's getting sex, we need to pick up the phone. There was a young woman and homeless shelters and drug programs. Everybody want to fall in love in a homeless shelter. And there was a woman, I want to say her name. We wanted to say something, and our boss wouldn't let us. 3 weeks later, she was found in the bay in a suitcase.
Wow.
We should be able to say something, but they won't let us because of privacy. Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, the kids should be able to say something too.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And
all right, so
tell 'em
we
what we're gonna do.
are going to continue the conversation. Thank you everyone for calling in and sharing your stories. We will also have resources for you for the different organizations